Hello Results Thinkers, Coach Daniel here again with another resistance band workout for you. So we're going to see what other exercises we can get done with a good old resistance band. As I said, I've done my usual trick here of picking exercises that are a little bit tougher to do without a band or to do with body weight workouts by themselves. As I say, we've got a bit of a 1.5 rep theme as well with this one. So a couple of exercises where we'll be doing that sort of extra half rep in the middle, try and get a little bit more out of them, make them a little bit more challenging. And then we've got a couple of exercises that we're going to finish on a total reps scheme for that. And we're going to see how quickly I can get through that today with you. So as usual, figure the reps sets is more of a guideline today. You know, if you want to bump them up by a few, knock them down by a few, depending how it feels with your band or how tough it just feels to you anyway. By all means, go for it. So I'm going to be going through 3 sets for most things, but again, do feel free to pause this, do an extra round or two. As I say, if you want to feel it a little bit more and you feel like you can do a little bit more with it, by all means, go for it. But we're going to get straight into it today. So we're going to start off with the 1.5 overhead squat with this. So we're going to be doing that half rep in the middle. Also, something I'd recommend. Because this can be a bit of a tough one for people to get down for. So if you've got a towel, or you see I've got a mat here, I'm going to raise my heels up. So towel's usually a good alternative, or if you've got a pillow or something like that you can stand on. As you can see, I'm going to put it on the floor. I'm just going to get my heels onto the mat here, like that. Okay. So I'm going to have the band as well. I want you to obviously set it, pull it apart a little bit, up nice and tall. And just try and keep looking forward with this one. Try and keep eye line forward. We don't want to bend over and end up looking at the floor too much. Okay. So from here we're going to do 8 reps. But again, as I say, do feel free to nudge it up a little bit or down a little bit, depending on how hard you find this one. But we're going to go down, up, a little bit. That's it. So go down, up a little bit, back down. That's a rep there. Ooh, this one there. Just remember to do it. 7. You want to do one more, up a little bit. There we go. Hopefully, should feel that in your legs a little bit. And as I say, try and keep those arms pushed up, keeping a little bit of tension on the band, pulling it apart with that one. So the exercise we're going to pair that up with is a band pull apart, just to give the legs a chance to rest. Do a little bit of shoulder work with it. So for this one, we're going to do the 2.0 version of it. So stand, you just do it with one foot on the band. Up. And just nice and steady with this one. So we go for 8 reps on this one as well. But again, do feel free to nudge this one up a little bit. That's 8 there. As I say, with the band ones like that, shoulders, higher reps, you know, feel like you can do it. You don't feel really too much feeling in your back there. Go for a few more reps. Go for, 12, even up to 15 would be good for that one. So, back to the overhead squats. So remember, it's the half one. So remember, sit yourself up properly. Arms up nice and tall. Feet sort of shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider, heels on the mat and toes pointed out a little bit. So 8 reps. Oh, a little bit too much there. There we go. Now, sorry if you find that a little bit tough. It is a tough position to hold. But as I say, it's well worth practicing. It works hits a lot of different muscles with that one, so it is a good one to practice. Again with this one, if you do want to get a bit more tension on your band pull apart, By all means, do stand on it like that, get a little bit more tension on it as well. But to the 8 reps for the band pull apart. So, back. Now we're going to do, let's say, 3 sets of motors. So the last set here, again, make sure you're happy with your setup first with this. Really important to help keeping the movement. It's a difficult movement. You want to make sure you're set up right for it. It really makes a difference. Up tall. There we go, that one. So, overhead squats finish there. So, just finishing off with the band pull aparts now. So again, set yourself up, arms nice and straight with this one. Remember, just feel like getting those hands nicely out to the side. Ooh. There we go. So, should we finish shoulders? Your legs a little bit with that one. So, that's just to warm up today. So, the next one we're going to move on to is we're going to do rear foot elevated split squats, but we're also going to do these in the 1.5 as well. So, everyone's favourite leg exercise made a bit harder. Again, this is a tough exercise though. So, with this one, do feel free as well. If you want to lower the reps slightly, or just do the regular split squats as well with this version. It's fine as well. It is quite a tough one. And we're also going to be pairing this up with a tricep exercise in the shoulders. Again, in the overhead position. So we're working two sort of similar-ish positions in these first 2 exercises, similar muscle groups. So, I'd suggest you start like this with band set up. There are other ways you can hold it to get more tension on your band, but this is quite a tough one anyway. So just make sure the band resting on your traps there, not higher up on your neck. It's a little bit more uncomfortable. And again with this one, we're going to go for 8 reps because with that half one, it's already adding in that volume, or a bit more volume as it were. So we don't need to go too mad. So just set yourself up, hold it in, pushing down. Obviously we just need to swap over legs there. So remember the rear foot split squats work should be this front leg if you're doing most of the work. Obviously the back leg is supporting you, but you really want to be driving with this front leg. Again, reach back, set yourself, make sure your foot's out to the side a little bit as well. You don't need your balance too narrow. So yeah, hopefully you should be feeling quads there a little bit with that one. So the next one we're going to do a bit of a tricep exercise, get my words out, and we're going to do a 1-arm overhead press. Now, it's going to be a bit more challenging on the shoulder mobility. So I'm going to show you, we can do a different one arm press as well if you find this a bit awkward. So, start with what we're going to do, band, I'll show you here, like this. So, try to get it tight, a little bit of tension, but all we're going to do is 8 presses on one arm. Okay? So think like you're trying to pull the band apart. 8. Now, I'll do the other side. If you do find that tricky on the shoulders, it doesn't feel too comfortable getting that position, you can do the regular one arm one, where your hands up against the wall like that, and you're pressing down like that if you want an alternative to that one. So it's just a bit more of a challenging position. So, throw the band, get it to the other side, get your nose, so you probably have one side that's a bit tougher to do. It's definitely my side. Reaching around with this arm's a bit harder for me. But again, we're still going to give it a go. So again, when we go for that 8 reps, a little bit of tension on the band. There we go. So yeah, a little bit more of a challenging shoulder position there. But as I say, do feel, if it feels a bit uncomfortable, not happy getting your arm around in that position, by all means, do go for the one arm version of the wall there. But, now back to the split squat version here. So again, standing on the band nicely, just get yourself in position. And remember, as well I should say with this, when you're reaching back onto the bench or chair, or whatever it is that you're using, make sure your feet, you're not balancing, like, sorry, let me just show you something. You're not dead narrow like this. You want to be pushing your foot out to the side a little bit, and it's just going to, so you've got more space between your legs, if that makes sense. It's going to help you balance a lot with this one. And just back there. Set yourself on 8 reps again. Try and keep looking forward with this one as well. So, just change over the legs here. Make sure that band is really under the middle of your foot as well. You don't want that coming loose. Again, the band's not right up your back either. So you just set yourself nicely, foot slightly out to the side, looking forward. Right. Ooh. There we go. Second set polished off there. So, hopefully, as I say, you should be feeling quads working there a little bit. So, that's the arm press. So, again, get that band set up nicely. Again, try and get a little bit of tension on it so it feels like you're pushing all the way through the band. One more there. So again, change over sides now. Get a hold of the thing like this. So set yourself nicely. Make sure you try and keep your stomach pulled in as well. You don't want to be like arching over too much like that. Okay? So yeah. Right. There we go. So we're going to move on to the last set now. Then we've got just seat tackle. So a bit of an arms finisher to finish off with. Again, Band set up nicely over your traps. Foot out to the side. And just keep your eye line forward with this one. And down. Little half rep. And just change your other legs. Yeah, set yourself nicely looking forward. And 8 more reps on this leg. Oh, there we go. So, just finish off the set now. Just get these one arm presses out of the way. Again, set yourself. Keep that core braced in a little bit. Just pushing through the arm. Trying to make yourself nice and tall. Right. Ooh. Again, set yourself up. Just change your grip over. Eight. Ooh. That's the bees out of the way there. So, we'll be moving on now to the C's. We'll do slightly higher reps with these too. So we're going to do some hamstring curls and some bent over, sorry not bent over, sat down, sorry, on the floor, alternating rows on each side, okay? Now, for those of you who, again, don't have anything to attach your band to for hamstring curls, what I'd suggest is that you do either a deadlift or a single leg RDL movement to hit those hamstrings with this one. There are good alternatives that you can do with your band for this one. But for the hamstring curls, what we need to do, just loop the band over, anything that's suitable that's going to take it. You shouldn't be putting too much ground in it, and try and get the band a bit low as well. Don't have it up high on something. But from this, band out in front of you. What you want to do is put your legs, or your feet, sorry, through the middle of the band and curl them out to the side. So, see here, goes into the middle, and then I loop my foot under the band. And as you roll over, what that will do is just help hold it in place so it doesn't move anywhere. So, I'm going to aim for 15 reps of this, but by all means do go for some more if you want. Oh, 15 there. So now, we'll do alternating band rows. Now, again, if you've got your band set up like this, obviously we just do the rows from this, we don't need to untie the band. However, if you have been doing the one leg RDLs on the hinges, what you can do there is just loop the band over your feet and row from there instead. Again, you haven't got anything set up to But what we're going to do, sat down here, I'm going to do 12 reps on each arm with this one. We're just going to alternate the arms. There we go, 12 on each there. So from here, I'm going to go straight back onto the curls. This one, so again, band open, feet into the middle of it, and curl your feet out to the side. Here, again, as I said, you just roll over nicely, get some tension on that hand, on that band. And again, sorry, can't see me there, 15 reps again. Oh, 15 there. So again, keep it up at a quick pace. Going to move back onto the rows. Remember this, when you pull back with the arm as well, you want to feel like you can hold that position. The band isn't just pulling you, snapping your back. So feel like you can just pause for a moment, stop that band. Remember, just try and keep that chest up as well so you're up tall. From here, so just alternating one arm at a time. There. Alright, so just the last set of the hamstring curls to get through now. So this one, again, back to the middle, open it up, and just loop those feet through either side. Remember, it's 15 reps with this one, nice and steady with this one as well. What you don't want to do is just catapult your knees up towards your bum, keep your, so after this sound, hips really pressed into the floor. You feel like you're squeezing your glutes with this one, and just steadily lift those knees up, or as they pull back on them, as it were. So, last set of rows now. So just again, set yourself up. Remember, you can get plenty of tension on the band. Do grab further down if you want to make this a bit tougher for yourself. But again, chest up nice and tall. Remember, try to pause one shoulder at a time when we're rolling back. There we go, 24 there. So we've done 3 sets there, but by all means, with this one, again, feel free to do an extra set of 2 there if you want to feel it a little bit more. And also as well, remember, you can bump up the reps a little bit with those ones. I mean, with the hamstring curls, you could, go up to 20 with those, get a good burn on those if you wanted. And the same for the rows, you could knock that probably up to like 15 reps if you really wanted to push it there. Nice to feel a bit of a burn with those. So, we've got 2 more exercises to cover, but we're going to be doing them one at a time. So, we're doing total reps. Now, I've chosen 50 reps today for these, but again, by all means, if you're really wanting to be nasty to yourself, 75, 100, you can really make this a good challenge for yourself if you want to budge that number up. So, first what we're going to do is pull off rotations. So a nice core rotation one. So that means we're going to be doing 50 reps either side. Now, I'm going to try and go through this with as few breaks as possible. But when I do take a break, I am going to change over and do the other side, though, when it feels like it's had enough. So I'm going to be alternating sides to hit the 50 on each with that. Now, with this, I'm going to leave my band set up here because it's about the best thing I've got to set up with the band. Ideally, you do want the band sort of like level with your shoulder. So if you have got something, you can do this stood up if you wanted. I'm going to be doing it in the kneeling position, but yeah, if you've got something like around shoulder level, that's probably where you want to get the band set up. But if not, as I say, don't worry, you can see this isn't really going to be too close to the shoulder. And again, for those who don't have anything to tie the band to, a Russian twist. The band pulled apart in front of you, side to side, 50 each reps is a good alternative exercise to this one. So, let's get stuck in. I hope I can keep count this time. So again, you want to feel like you're pulling on the band a little bit, press it out in front of you, and twist off to the side. Oh, 25. So I'm going to call it quits there and change over side. So remember as well, this, keep your bum, if you're in this kneeling position or stood up, try and keep your bum squeezed forward as well. That's going to help keep your hips fixed. We don't want to actually feel like our hips are twisting too much. We just want that movement to come from the chest. So it's not about turning around as far as you can. You just want to feel like that spine and chest is moving with this one. So, swapping out sides now. Down a little bit of tension on the band. Press out in front of you. Bum squeeze forward. Ooh, 25. There we go. So I'll change back and do the other side now. So with this one as well, again, if you're not really feeling it too much, by all means as well, do come out, get a little bit more tension on the band. It will reach a point where you will feel it. So yeah, if you're not feeling it too much, by all means, just a little shuffle out to the side. You will get more tension, you will feel it more. But I'm going to try and get 25 done this side just to finish off this one now. So again, pressing out in front. There we go, 25. So, let's change over again, last 25 on this side. So, by all means, don't feel like you have to do it in 25, break it up however you want. And do feel free to count down as well if that helps you mentally. A lot of people seem to prefer that. So again, bracing yourself. Again, bum squeeze forward for this one to keep yourself nice and steady. There. Right, so let's just pal off presses. Finish off there. So, got one more exercise now to finish off. So we're going to be doing face pulls for this one. So again, we're going to do 50 reps, and again I'm trying to get through this as few breaks as I can. Okay. So again, you can leave your band tied up there, or if you've been using a post or something to tie it to. Or again, I'll show you a way as well. We'll just have it over the feet here, which is what I'm going to do. So again, remember the face pull's the one where we pull back the elbows a bit high, more up towards past your ears. If that makes sense, so up here, I'm going to say we're going to go for that 50 reps. Keeping those elbows up high, trying to keep your chest up. Anyone? No, should be getting to feel it better now. And there we go, 50. I say, I really should be feeling that in your shoulders now. So, don't worry if you took a break though, it's tough. As I say, do feel free to play with the reps there though, and again, make it workable for you. So, again, hope you've enjoyed that one. Hope it's been a nice workout for you. As I say, if you've got any questions, comments, things you'd like to see, do drop me a message on the Facebook group, or just send me a message for the WhatsApp phone for us. Quite happy to explain things or include anything else in the next one. Just let me know. Take it easy, guys, and I'll probably catch you next week. See ya.